The time is now. Yankees baseball, stand up, because Game 1 of the World Series goes down tonight out in L.A. So let's talk Yankees and, of course, their quest for ring number 28 with Keith McPherson of WFAN, KM to the AM. What's going on, my man? Looking good. Yankees baseball, World Series. I saw you at your watch party. You are in full effect right now, man. This is your season. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, we're here. Tonight is the night. Game 1, all the waiting, the little bit of time off, all the anticipating, the speculating. Like, we get to see the game tonight. Yep. 15 years in the making, a World Series matchup that we could only dream of, the Yankees versus the Dodgers. I'm blessed to be in the position that I'm in on WFAN, talking to the fans at night, and then hosting these watch parties for these away games. I can't wait to see what the stadium looks like. They just announced Fat Joe is going to perform at Yankee Stadium on Monday, so yeah, it's the most wonderful time, man. I'm enjoying it. Brother,
vibes are high in the city right now. Yankees baseball carrying the vibes. I got some storylines and some things from this game that I'm gonna throw off to you. You give us your opinion, man. Here we go. At the plate, both teams have superstars in the lineup. Who's got the advantage when it comes to the bats?
Oh, I mean, I think the Dodgers have the advantage only because their lineup is deeper. They have guys like Tommy Edman, who just won the NLCS MVP. They have guys like Max Muncy, who had a 12 at-bat on base streak, like walk, homer. They have guys that can get you like Will Smith. They have guys that can get you like Teoscar Hernandez. When you talk about the big stars between the Dodgers and the Yankees, of course, you can match Ohtani and Judge. You can match Soto and Mookie Betts. You can match Freddie Freeman and Giancarlo Stanton. But after you get past those guys, I do feel like the Dodgers have more potent bats and a deeper lineup, but that doesn't matter. The top 4 for the Yankees with Gleyber Torres, Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, and Giancarlo Stanton, I think is better than their top 4. So we'll see. It's about pitching. It's about who's starting pitching is better and whose bullpen is better, too.
Yeah, I tell people all the time, the stars are one thing, but the role players are the ones that win the championships. The Robert Ory's, the Steve Kerrs, those type of guys coming up in big moments. In the field, whose infield and defense do you trust more heading into the World Series?
Oh, man. I think that's pretty even. Because I don't want to talk down on the Yankees, but actually,
I think it's even. Let's talk baseball.
Yeah, it's a slight bit. I give that a slight bit to the Dodgers. Okay. But I've obviously watched the Yankees more closely, and I've watched the Yankees in this postseason throw the ball over the first baseman's head. Have some issues with Anthony Rizzo at first base. Yeah, you just showed Jazz right there. Jazz. He's playing third base for the first time in his career. Volpe has airmailed some throws. And like I said, Rizzo having a broken hand and just being up there in age, he's been a little bit more shaky than we would have liked to see. So, yeah, I'll have to give the infield defense advantage to actually the Dodgers, yeah.
All right, let's take it to the bump. On the mound, we got Cole versus Flattery tonight in Game 1. So whose pitching has the edge, not only tonight, but in the series?
Cole. A lot of people are talking about Garrett Cole pitching 3 times. I don't feel like he's going to need to pitch 3 times. He needs to have his best outing of the postseason tonight. He gave us his best outing in the game to eliminate the Royals. Now, his other 2 starts were kind of shaky. This is why Garrett Cole is here. This is why you sign him. This is why you take him away from the Houston Astros the last time he got to the World Series. He is the best pitcher in this series. Don't get it twisted. He's got a Cy Young. He's the most decorated, the most dominant. He's the guy that can stay in the game the longest. So tonight I got to take Garrett Cole, especially because all the word around Flaherty is his velocity dipped, and Mets fans know they were able to get the best of him his last time out in the NLCS. So if it's Cole versus Flaherty, I give the nod to Cole, but it's baseball. You can't predict baseball. Nobody knows how it's going to go.
Yeah, the Mets went full OMG on Flaherty, so that's going to be something to keep an eye on tonight. Let's go to the managers. Aaron Boone and Dave Roberts both have had pretty good postseasons, so whose skipper makes the decisions that will win their squad a title?
I think Aaron Boone. I honestly think Aaron Boone hasn't gotten enough credit for pushing the right buttons and putting together the right lineups, making the right decisions, from Alex Verdugo being in left field. And even the first series when Rizzo wasn't available, going with Cabrera, John Birdie. Even with the bullpen, like the decisions he's made with this bullpen, whether it's pulling a starter, going to a Clay Holmes, going to a Tim Hill, a Jake Cousins, Mark Leiter Jr., Luke Weaver. Like, Aaron Boone has made a lot of the right moves to get the Yankees to this point, and I think he continues. And I think Brian Cashman and Michael Fishman and all of these guys that help make the decisions for the Yankees, they have scouted the Dodgers. They're ready to go. It's going to be a good series.
All right, let's get KMs, KTVs. That's keys to victories. For New York, heading into Game 1, the keys to victory is what?
Score early. Get up early. If you can get up early, it's going to take the air out of that place. Rest in peace to Fernando Valenzuela, Fernando Mania. They're going to honor him tonight. So there's going to be some heavy hearts. There's going to be some tears in eyes for what he meant to the Mexican community out there, what he meant to that 1981 last matchup of the Dodgers and the Yankees. And, you know, that can turn into the players playing with a lot of emotion, a lot of energy. But if the Yankees hit early, if the Yankees score early, they can take them out of the game. And you have Garrett Cole on the mound that could potentially go 6-7 innings, hand the ball to the bullpen, and then that could be good night. And you have to take one of these two games in LA. You have to take one of these two games. There's a crazy stat about teams that win the first game of the World Series go on to win, I think, something like 70 or more % of the World Series. So if you take this one tonight, you're in really good shape coming home to New York Monday.
Two things. You got a score for tonight, and, of course, plug the watch party tonight.
Well, the scores are always tough to predict. I think it's going to be high scoring, though. I think there's just a lot of energy. I think everyone's rested. I think that runs are going to be scored, and it's going to come down to the wire. It's going to come down to the 8th, 9th inning. So if I had to put a score out there, I'm a complete bias Yankees homer. I'm going to say Yankees 6, Dodgers 4, and those last two runs for the Yankees will probably be scored in the late innings. I'll also promote the Billy's Watch Party and let you guys know that I'm there tonight, Friday, and that I'm also there Saturday. And WFAN and Corona are really blowing it out Saturday with some giveaways, some specials. It's going to be turned up. We started doing this last series, Game 4 of the ALCS, as just an experiment. Shout out to the family that owns Billy's. You know, they treat me like family, and they actually listened to me when I was like, hey, open up the big side. Let's play the game on the big screen. And we had about 100 people in there the first Friday. And then the next day, Saturday, it turned into 200. So we're expecting 300, 400, maybe even 500 people out there in the Bronx across from Yankee Stadium at Billy's tonight and tomorrow.
Well, you can get 502 if I can come with my kid, bro. Like, is it? Does Billy's babysitters?
Nah, there's no child care. And bedtime comes, you know, these games are starting at 8 o'clock. You know your baby's going to be asleep by 8.
Oh, man. You know, after I turn that Bluey off, man, I don't know if I'm going to make a World Series, but you know how that goes, man. But good luck at the party tonight, man. And thanks for hopping on with us, bro.
Of course. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you guys for always having me on. It's a great time in New York City. Let's go, Yanks. Yanks in 6.